What's going on, everybody? It's me, Tony Nico. Welcome back to another video. How's everybody's day going? And man, Elon Musk is just intent on destroying Twitter, I swear. Like, I don't know how someone like him can create such a technological, space business such as SpaceX, Starlink and all that. I don't know how he can run a multi-billion-dollar business like that on par with fucking NASA and everything, but like he doesn't have any clue on how to run a social media platform at all. Dude spent billions of dollars on buying Twitter and doesn't know how to run this site. Talked about, free speech and all this and how he was going to make the platform better. He was going to make it, so people can have more free speech and everything on there. He was going to like do a better job and, fix Twitter and stuff. And yet he's been doing the absolute opposite of that entirely ever since he bought it. With the recent changes and all that, and Twitter Blue, which is not worth it at all to even buy. It's just honestly ridiculous to me. But this right here, this has to be the worst change that Elon Musk was trying to do. Now, I woke up to a post the other day by Dexterdo's Twitter account where it said Twitter is working on removing the block feature. And then it says right here by Elon Musk, block is going to be deleted as a feature except for with DMs. It makes no sense. Yeah, I'm sure, a key component of not just this site, but plenty of other websites, a pretty normal and key component and feature of sites, like the darn block feature and stuff, it got like the block or it got like hide user and stuff too, or even mute. I'm pretty sure that's a completely worthless feature, right? Like, no one would ever need to use that. They totally wouldn't need to use a feature like this to, block the bots or, post in accounts and stuff that say something really stupid or is trying to bait and everything that they don't like, or, is like sitting over here trolling them or harassing them. They totally wouldn't want to block those users. You also got the OnlyFans models who are constantly posting like their fucking like OnlyFans links and accounts and like their freaking images everywhere trying to promote that stupid stuff. And you can't even like block those darn users anymore. Now you can mute users, I guess, on the platforms. You can just mute that darn combo, but the mute function only like works for you and everything, which means everyone else still has to be subjected to that, whoever didn't mute this account that's like botting or trolling or trying to post their OnlyFans links or whatever, or it's just saying something really ridiculous that you don't like. Like, this is absolutely just freaking ridiculous to me, but like, I don't know, man. Elon Musk is just speed running many darn ways to completely just flush Twitter down the drain. I know there's a lot of you out there who are probably like, well, what's so bad with that? Twitter is a complete hell on earth of an app. Maybe it should go down the drain, which, yeah, I can totally see why you think that. Sure, Twitter, definitely is a complete cesspool. And, the world would definitely be better if Twitter was gone. But like, still, you're gonna buy this darn app for freaking billions of dollars and talk about how you're gonna try and fix it and make it better and everything. But the people who are on your app, who use it, like, you're just making everything worse for those who actually freaking use this platform right here. Like, if you're gonna keep this platform running and everything, can't you at least do a good job of it and stop making all these stupid changes? But that's not the only thing I want to talk about. Last month, Elon Musk got into a darn situation on Twitter where he unbanned this account that apparently was some kind of freaking writer for an article or something like that. But this account had posted CSEM on Twitter. Yeah, you heard me right. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, okay, well, maybe you know by the much better term, CP, okay? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Elon Musk unbanned an account that posted CSEM on Twitter, apparently by even his accounts, that's what he said as well. Now, you're probably wondering, and you're probably sitting over here thinking there's no fucking way that that actually happened. But, well, prepare to have your mind blown, people. Alright, so here's the situation. So this account named Dom LeCrue is the one that got suspended and then had their account reinstated by Elon Musk personally for posting what Elon Musk himself even said seemed to be CSCM. So here's the whole situation. Alright, so this account right here is talking about Dom. As many of you know by now, Dom LeCrue's X account was suspended last night. Those on the right are claiming that Elon Musk and Twitter unfairly suspended him because they are once again trying to ban conservatives. Those on the left are celebrating the suspension of Dom because, well, they don't like what he posts. I don't think either approach is right. Alright, so this all happened last month, and Elon Musk himself personally stepped in to talk about the whole situation going on with this account and why it was suspended. So let's take a look at that. Reason for suspension should be shown along with the ability to appeal quickly and easily. There are so many layers of software, 20 million lines, that this is much harder than it should be. I'm told that this account was suspended for posting child exploitation pictures. Pay attention to that part right there. Associated with the criminal conviction of an Australian man in the Philippines. So apparently, the photos that this man posted was of a video titled Daisy's Destruction, which has to do with this man right here. And if you know the whole situation regarding this man, then yeah, you already know how fucked this is. Only people on our CSC team have seen those photos. For now, we will delete those posts and reinstate the account. So as you can see right here, Elon Musk himself personally said that they will delete the post and then reinstate this person's account. So apparently, Elon Musk himself will just step in and delete CSEM posts that some reporter or something put up on their account, because people were defending this person, by the way, by saying that, oh, well, they only posted these images for like research purposes and stuff, and they're like a reporter, they work for like a newsletter or something like that. Like, that's absolutely fucking stupid. That makes literally no sense at all. This person should be in federal fucking prison for doing this, but no. Instead, they had these posts deleted and then just had their account reinstated. And I don't need people over here asking for fucking proof. Okay, don't ask for proof. Don't ask for photos and shit of what it was. Don't ask what the fuck the photos were, okay? Because that's absolutely stupid to ask a question like that. Well, what were the photos? You're basically asking what the fuck was the CSEM. Like, are you stupid? I'm gonna direct your ass to the fucking FBI if you ask that question. Anyway, man, the crazy thing about this is that a bunch of people were fucking like supporting Elon Musk for reinstating this person's account until they figured out exactly what was going on not long afterwards. It was like, wait a minute, this dude posted CSEM on Twitter and you just unban his account and then just delete these posts, but people will get suspended and have their accounts terminated for literally just nothing at all? Like, it's honestly nuts to me, man. Elon Musk is completely just ruining Twitter, making all these dumb decisions, doing all these crazy ass shit, reinstating accounts like this who literally post criminal stuff. It's just nuts to me, dude. But anyway, that's not the only situation I want to talk today. I want to talk about this whole situation regarding the anime Mushoku Tensei, which is already a very controversial anime, due to its MC and the subject matter in the show. But apparently the terminally online crowd on like Twitter and stuff are mad about this show because of the MC buying a slave. Now, look, man, the fact we're even going over what the fuck is happening in some fictional world and getting upset over that, getting upset over some portrayal in some fictional world, I mean, it's just nuts to me. The author himself even had to step out and like apologize and address the whole situation. And this account on Twitter right here freaking took the author's response and put it into Google Translate and acted like this is what the author really said. So let's take a look at that right here. About Rudy's, he doesn't really have any feelings of hatred for slavery. He feels like it's not necessarily the case that all slaves are universally unhappier as slaves than they were before becoming slaves. Now, this isn't really what the author said, even though it says right here, Mushoku Tensei author comments on series depiction of slavery. They put this reply into Google freaking Translate. But anyway, let's take a look at the whole situation. Let's take a look at when this situation even started. So it happened right here when this account on Twitter named Girl Taku Podcast posted this tweet from about 4 days ago saying, as I grow older, my feelings towards the inclusion of slavery in anime grows more negative. It becomes harder to ignore how the POV of the story element always comes from the kind slave master. and that just no longer feels acceptable from my perspective. So all the people going, what is he supposed to do? He can't upturn an entire system. Would you rather him be cruel? He could have freed her after buying her and still take care of her. I find it fascinating that the option never occurs to y'all. So the MC, his name is Rudy's Grey Rat, in this anime, Mushoku Tensei, went to a market and he bought himself a slave girl. Now, the crazy thing about this is that he didn't treat her badly, he didn't even regard her as like his master or anything. He didn't see her as a slave or nothing. And there's literally not anything he could do about this whole freaking, operation that's going on with like slaves and stuff because, he's really young and he doesn't have any like power or authority or nothing. There's literally not anything he could fucking do at all, okay? Now, he bought this slave girl. He treated her kindly. He bought her food, gave her water, gave her shelter. He taught her how to like read and write, okay? Like all of that. Literally treated her like a human being and not like a slave. And people are mad about this shit because he was fucking kind to her. And then they're all just like, so, well, he still bought himself a slave and everything. Like, I don't know, man. And let's not even just get into the fact that they're over here talking about what's going on with fictional characters and stuff. It's honestly just stupid to me. Very normal fan base justifying the hero willingly participating in slave trade by saying, well, what can he do? Not buy a slave to help him make figurines? He can maybe react with a bit more disgust and try to free the girl by paying instead of just treating his slave nicely. I don't know, man. Comments like this are just absolutely nuts, dude. It makes literally no sense. And then you got these accounts over here that are trying to like go after the freaking YouTuber Chibi Reviews. Now, if you don't know who Chibi Reviews is, he's someone who reviews and like watches anime and stuff. He's pretty cool. He got a big audience. I watch his content. He's a really fun and nice guy who doesn't really do anything wrong. He's very kind. Now, he's a very big fan of Mushoku Tensei and has defended it many times in the past because this show is very controversial and gets into a lot of flack by a bunch of idiots online. So, there's people on Twitter who are now also acting like they want to target Chibi Reviews by saying that he's going to be defending the author and that the author and stuff, doesn't care about like slavery simply because they had it depicted in their show. You're about to see this 410 dude defending Rudy and the author like his life depends on the shit, and then they got a photo right here of Chibi Reviews in his Twitter account. It honestly just makes no sense to me, but, of course, unless you're terminally online, and you don't have any brain cells, you wouldn't act this darn way. Now, let's get into the author's actual responses himself. So, here it is. I don't condone slavery myself, so I'd like to apologize, but it's true that I wrote Rudius as someone who has no aversion to slavery. I've written it in a mild setting so that it can be accepted, so there's no point in justifying yourself. Well, people who don't accept it won't accept it no matter what they say, and it's the internet that lets out self-contained stories, so it's probably a parallel line. I'm also an internet person who pours out self-contained stories, so the power is evenly matched. Many people have told me that I don't have to apologize, but in Japan that sentence is not recognized as an apology, so maybe I didn't apologize. Honestly, you shouldn't have to apologize, and you shouldn't have to sit here and go out of your way and talk about how, of course, you don't support slavery and stuff like that, because anyone with two fucking brain cells already knows that, and they know that this is just a fictional setting. But then again, these are the same people online who sit here and fight over fucking characters and their ages and try to defend them like they're real people and call other people, predators simply for loving these characters, and enjoying them. But that's not the only thing I want to take a look at for today. I want to take a look at some more stuff like with this artist on Twitter who, well, kind of got like some flack and harassment simply for some statements that they made. So let's check it out. Non-con, gore, violence, incest. If you don't like these expressions, please block me now. I'm just making unhealthy things as fiction as a work. For reality, I hate all of these things. Okay, understandable, of course. I see reality and fiction as separate things. Of course, because they are. Please be assured that I will stop developing works for overseas. Thank you for viewing my work. Now, as you can see right here, this post has 11.7k likes and 770 quote tweets, of a bunch of people in the quote tweets and in the comments below, like, hoping and seething and molding and, like, harassing this individual right here, this artist, for the statement they made. So let's take a look at one of them. Fuck are people supporting this motherfucker, blocking anyone who even follows this dude, because there's no way you compare gore and violence to fucking incest. So, as you can see right here, this statement right here is really freaking stupid. I love how they're okay with, fictional gore and fictional violence, people being shot up, murdered, cut up, and all that, getting Jeffrey Dahmer and everything, or getting turned into like human beef stew and then sipped through a straw. But the minute two characters in some fictional media that are related to each other literally start going at it, all of a sudden it's, oh man, it's a problem. What? Make this shit make sense, man. Also, how do you express this and then have your last post be you apologizing for adding any unattended political messages to your past art pieces? Like, apparently you draw the line there. You're not an artist who tries showing awareness about the law. Get your morals checked out. You are not trying to bring some morals into this, man. Are you serious right now? Literally, the other tweet ago, you was talking about somehow, we shouldn't compare incest to gore and violence, like people being cut up and stabbed and shot and killed is not the same, it's not worse than literally two people in a fictional setting who are related going at it. Like, man, get the fuck out of here with that nonsense. Honestly, that just does not make any single darn sense to me. But I love how they sat here and talk about this artist right here apologizing for adding any unattended political messages to past art pieces. They're talking about this tweet right here from the artist that says, in the past, I have drawn Yume Nikki's, I think that's Nazi military uniform fan art. I was in junior high school at this time. This is an excuse, but that illustration was inspired by a manga I was reading. Although I was ignorant, I am aware that I did something I am truly sorry for, and I am deeply reflecting on it. The illustration was removed from me after I found out it was bad. However, it remains on the internet because it had been reprinted on an overseas site without permission. One more. The reason I block Korean IPs is because I received a lot of spam, server attacks, and slander from them. That's because I drew an illustration with the rising sun motif. But I never draw illustrations with political intention. The rising sun flag has long been popular in Japan as a lucky charm and can be seen as decorations for New Year holidays. This motif can also be found in ukiyo-e. I don't know if I pronounced that right, sorry. When did I make a political statement? When did I make a racist remark? I haven't done it and never will, and I don't plan to include it in any of my work. It's up to the individual to hate me, but I wanted him to stop spreading false rumors. I don't know, this whole entire situation is just nuts, man. This artist does not deserve this flack and harassment simply, for listing off the things that they want to do with fictional content and stuff, man. If people don't like that, they can always just block and ignore it. Hey, go somewhere else. But of course, people can't do that. They got to be terminally online. They got to voice their opinion all the time. They got to slander, harass, want their voice to be heard all the darn time. It's nuts, man. This artist does not deserve this type of harassment and stuff for this. But let's move on to the next situation for today, because there's Twitter accounts that are trying to bring up the Hogwarts Legacy and Silvervale Harassment campaign all over again and try to invalidate it. Why do so many people I know follow Silvervale? Do you guys not care about transphobia or what? LOL. Why Silvervale is scum. Coining the term Twitter freaks, which is almost strictly weaponized against trans people. That's a lie. Supporting the use of a slur / mocking people for being upset over its usage. That's a lie. Enabling her fans / not telling them to stop. That's a lie. Fake crying on stream for pity. Okay, that's also a lie. You just told 4 fucking lies right here, man. Are you serious? You just told 4 darn lies. Also, why are people trying to bring up the Hogwarts Legacy situation once again? Just let it go. And stop trying to invalidate it and act like people who play this wizard game, deserve the harassment and that they're transphobic if they play this darn game. Oh, we don't know why people are still supporting this person after they played the wizard game, Playing this darn game does not make you transphobic, okay? It doesn't make you anything, alright, at all. Just quit it, man. And then you're trying to, invalidate this shit and inadvertently enable this darn harassment towards these people. Let's not pretend that y'all didn't go out of your way to make a fucking website to track people who are playing that wizard game. Yeah, we remember that. Anyway, I'm kind of losing my darn voice over here. Let's continue on. Alright, I got some more tweets to cover before we end this video off. First of all, I want to make it clear I don't care who plays the Harry Potter game, but I do not appreciate you insulting OP when you likely do not know what they're upset about. You should absolutely know better than that. And then, of course, they got ratioed for this stupid ass tweet right here because we already know what they're upset about. They already stated it. And what they're upset about is really stupid. They're accusing Silvervale of transphobia and stuff over playing the fucking wizard game. No one cares, man. It's a freaking game. Okay, let people play what they want to do. Stop harassing them and stop slandering them. Stop saying they're transphobic. I think this is probably my favorite reply right here to this whole situation. This fake don't insult people, be nice shit really gets on my nerves. Your moral compass is completely fucked if you are fine with OP spreading malicious lies and slander against another VTuber, but insulting them in return is suddenly too far. Here's the last situation that I want to cover for today. It's very short. A Twitter account named Mr. Anime 343, who is a pretty nice YouTuber with a small channel, but he's alright. I suggest you guys go watch his darn content and everything because his videos are alright and everything. So he posted this tweet right here saying, okay, I'm going to leave this right here, so if any aunties want to say something, then here's a meme for you. Saying lolicon is pedophilia just because you don't like it or that you find it uncomfortable proves that you have absolutely no argument willing to water down buzzwords, help actual criminals get away with harming kids, and are willing to lie about real life people. Alright, pretty good meme right here, you know, which has some actual truth to it. So this Twitter account right here replied with saying, I'll say one thing, when you get used to liking fictional minors, it'll turn into liking real children. I don't care if those are fictional or older than how they look. Those are still fucking minors no matter what. You just can't win with these people, man. You can't, okay? You just can't. Now all of a sudden it'll turn into liking real children. I don't care if they're fictional. You just can't fucking win with these aunties, man. It just absolutely makes no sense. They'll sit here, they'll come up with some straw man bullshit. They'll go through so many mental gymnastics. They'll literally sit here and try to drag you down to their level with their freaking stupidity and just say the most ridiculous stuff ever, peddle it, and expect so many people to just rally behind it. And unfortunately, a decent amount of people do rally behind stupid tweets like this, man. It just makes absolutely no darn sense. Anyway, that's about all we got to cover today. So what did we learn today, people, huh? Well, Elon Musk doesn't know how to run a social media platform, and he makes all the wrong decisions. Also, apparently, you know, I don't even know about that whole situation with him unbanning someone's fucking account for posting CSEM and shit, man. It just, ugh. Also, you know, Mushoku Tensei is a completely terrible and garbage anime, and the MC is terrible for literally purchasing a slave girl and treating her kindly and everything, and not really being able to do anything about the system put in place that made her a slave. But you know, whatever. I don't know, man. Terminally online people just, they always got something new to complain about, and I hate it. You know, Silvervale is apparently still transphobic to a bunch of moronic people online. You know, playing the wizard game still makes you transphobic somehow, okay? We better not catch you playing it, people. Jesus, man, I can't. Anyway, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, get notified about when I release new videos. I'm kind of tired over here, so I'm going to call it a night. Follow me on Twitter if you can stand that app. And if Elon, you know, stops destroying and making all these stupid decisions. I will see you all in the next video. This is me, Mitsuni Nika. Have a blessed day, and I'm out.